Hi guys, it's Dr. Justin Berta, your tattooed business doc, and I'm having a cigarette because we are not going to talk about a very, very touchy subject because it did come up today, and that is as a business owner, people expect us to be these strong leaders that never have any mental, physical, or emotional issues. You know, our mental health, our emotional health, our physical health. People expect us when we're business leaders to know everything, to be able to lead, to set the example, to know how to solve every problem. And guys, I've realized that no matter if it's a big company, small company, or even a micro enterprise, guys, life has become exceptionally difficult. We've been struggling with financial problems, cost of living, staff being pushed to the breaking point. And you know what, in my world, I literally sit so many times and I say to myself, do I really have to think for everybody? Do I really have to sit and think for everybody? And it's not just my clients, but my staff. Some days I just want to say to them, guys, what the hell happened to the basics? Do you not know how to do this debit and credit? But it's something that's reared its head in a terrible way, because I even have that with the boards that I belong to, because I've got to send emails and they get upset with me because I'm getting upset with them, and then it's just snowball, and problems don't get resolved, because people don't think, they're all just ticking a box. Everybody's trying to tick a box, and life is not a tick box exercise. Business, the last thing business is a tick box exercise. There's no boxes to tick, and the problem that we have is because we are so stressed, we are so, man, we are cooked, we are fried, I don't even know. I mean, I've known people that literally end up for 2 weeks in psychiatric hospitals just to go and just try and find themselves and try and be able to deal with their daily functioning. And it is a big problem. It is a massive problem. I don't have to answer to this. You know what? There's no theory for this. COVID has hit the world terribly, and the wars and crazy politicians and old men thinking that they own the world, they can play dictators, and they cause this massive ripple effect in the world. There's always that saying, if someone in America sneezes, the world gets the flu. And it's kind of true. It is true, because we've seen it now with the Iran thing and everything else. But it plays on people's minds on such a fundamental level. It's no longer even in your subconscious. It is literally every single minute of your life you're sitting thinking about this. I mean, I read articles every day of my life and just see what's going on in the world, because every single thing has an impact. And I mean, our legal system is falling apart. We can't even trust our cops to be honorable people. Politicians are not honorable. They will never be honorable. They will never be honorable. It doesn't matter the politician. And I truly respect the Iron Lady. Margaret Thatcher was an exceptional prime minister. People didn't like her. But like she said, the people need medicine, and they're not going to like our tastes. Nobody likes taking medicine. But she knew that she had to do the extreme to save her country. But her doing that didn't impact the rest of the bloody world. She focused on her country, but she also said we cannot legislate absolutely everything in society, because where is the freedoms? And there's a lot that she said. Also about dictators. If dictators go unchecked, where does it stop? But this whole session is not about those kind of things, but it has impacts on people's minds and the manner in which they do things. And I speak to a lot of people that are good people, but they're overworked and they're pushed to the brink. And I mean, I don't even know how half my staff can actually afford having kids, school fees, food, clothes, toys, educational things, sports, everything else. I mean, I don't have kids, and I'm like, hell, I can barely afford my life. And it is a reality. It is a reality, because the world is changing. People are losing their jobs. There's a hell of a lot more people on the streets in South Africa, even in my neighborhood. They're increasing twofold at the moment. And we've got a government that's got absolutely no clue what to do. They don't I mean, I wouldn't use them to organize a piss up in a brewery. Really, I wouldn't. They'll probably be stealing the beer or the copper out of the building. Pretty much, I think they'll probably run away with all the furnaces, everything else. They can make their own beer at home or something. You never know. But we are sitting in a very precarious situation, and it's weighing exceptionally hard on business people's minds. Now, there's nothing I can tell you. It's like someone dying. Nobody can ever tell you. You know what? When my partner died, I was unable to listen to anyone. I was in such a grief-stricken place that whatever people said, I barely registered. I can barely remember. It was February 19th, and I mean, I can't remember March or April of that year. It was the most difficult thing I've gone through my life, and that is kind of where we're sitting right now. A lot of people are losing their businesses. They're losing people. They have to retrench. Business is tough, and everybody is just trying to survive. We are in such a survival mode, and we've been for years without actually realizing it. But it's now coming to a point where it's no longer a situation that survival mode is not seen. Man, it is out there. I can see the blood gushing out of people. Really, people are bleeding heavily, and they always ask for advice. And my greatest advice is to go back to the basics. Try and understand your business again. Reevaluate people and their value and everything else. And what I mean value is you've got to reevaluate everybody in your life. Your workers, your family, friends, everybody else you know, what impacts they have on your life. You've got to try and manage your mental capacity. And yeah, it's not a thing of going to ask ChatGPT for an answer. You have to sit and find those answers for yourself, because your ability to think cannot be given to a computer. You cannot give a computer the right to think for you or to be your brain. Social media, WhatsApp, there's so many different things. WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, man, LinkedIn, TikTok, podcasts, this, that, next thing. We have such an information overload taking place that we've stopped being able to just sit down, put our cell phones away, and just let it go. Just let it go. You know, and a person has to in business, you've got to take everything out of the equation and sit down and look at your business and be terribly honest to yourself. You have to be terribly honest to yourself. Brutally honest. You've got to tell yourself, I'm fucking up big time. And you've got to get that out. You've got to use the word. You've got to say what needs to be said. You've got to listen to yourself. We rarely listen to ourselves. The person that knows you the best is you yourself. Not your wife, not your kids, not the co-workers, everybody else. Everybody's got an opinion about you and they think they know you, but they're not in your mind. They're not in your brain. The uniqueness of us is that our world exists only with the people that we know. You know, when I sit Sundays and I sit and look at people, I'm like, am I on the Jerry Springer show or some TV reality show or whatever? Because I just have my own view and perspective, because I mean, when I die, it ends and I got born, so I'm only here for a limited period of time. So guys, this is a bit of a long session, I do understand, but what I'm saying is you've got to start listening to yourself. You've got to. And once you have the answers that you're seeking, try and actively deal with the problems one at a time. But it's impossible to deal with problems one at a time. But try. You might solve 10 problems just by sorting one out. So go find out what is the biggest problem. Get that solved. But you've got to take back your brain. You've got to take control of your emotions. And look after yourself physically. Go walk. Go swim. Go do whatever. Start looking after yourself also on a physical level. Now, I go to gym. If I don't go to gym, I'm probably going to murder someone. You know, and I smoke. Because if I don't, I'm going to murder someone. And yes, that's detrimental to my health. But psychology will tell you that when people smoke and they're in a high-paced environment and high-pressure cooker environment like I am, we smoke, and as the puffs go up, we just mentally think, okay, well, the problem is kind of going along with the smoke. So, terrible psychological analogy, but it's true. So, guys, it's a terrible thing that what I'm seeing, and I want you to look after your mental health. Go see professionals if you can, because it is important. We all, as business owners, look after not our own families, but our families of our employees, our suppliers, our stakeholders. All of them, we're all literally reliant on each other. And if you fail,